DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
Buster Douglas knocked him out. Buster Douglas, the fat bump, the legends out here.
Yo, this is Chris Command, chilling with my man EJ Boxing Live, one of the hottest, dopest boxing channels on YouTube. Check him out. Boxing beat some rounds on the EJ Live YouTube channel.
And he was the number 10 rated contender, and he had never been knocked down. And Sonny destroyed his mouth. Thea lost most of his teeth, basically with one or two left hooks.
Oh shit, boy! What was look at kids sleeping like Manny Pacquiao?
EJ Boxing Live here. EJ Boxing Live here.
Let's get it on! Alrighty, fight fans. The EJ Boxing Live here and YTBC. Best channels in YouTube. Everyone's here to talk about the controversy, or may not, of Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson at a catchweight. We have great channels here, so what we're going to do, let everyone introduce yourself, and we go fast. Go ahead, Dana, introduce yourself to the people, bro.
Alright, this is Dana Miller of Pot Shot Boxing. I'm based out of Raleigh, North Carolina, originally from Washington, D.C., and basically, I'm a defensive style type of boxing fan, so you know that's the style of fights that I like. That's pretty much all I got.
All right, man. Thanks for that, man. Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Introduce yourself to the people like they know you're already the encyclopedia. Go ahead. I guess Beats don't want to introduce himself, so I just said it already. And we got
Boxing Beats and Rhymes from the UK, and you know I'm gonna talk boxing with you guys and. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
All right, then go ahead, Michael. Introduce yourself to the people, bro.
Michael, known as Brother J.R. Tassam from the Pound for Pound Boxing Report, where we talk all things boxing. P4pboxingreport.wordpress.com is the blog page where you find all the information about the Pound for Pound Boxing Report. U.S. based, South Carolina specifically. I'm here to talk boxing for a bit.
Shit, man. We got Carolina people in the house, boy. Go ahead, Naeem.
Yeah, Mr. Not to Turn on One, man. Blackbird Sugar, this YouTube shit. You know what I mean? Based in the United States, man, of Kingston. So big up to all my yard people. Them, Errol Spence in the building. You see him bring that flag through.
Yes, not. Go ahead, Chris. Introduce yourself, Chris.
Chris Command, represent North Carolina. Boxing fans calling us, and we live free boxing on Facebook. Get at me.
Chris, man, why you so close to the mic, man? Chris, you just saw you. Chris, you too loud, boy. Damn, on Chris gonna kill us. Oh,
my bad.
Chris, you mute yourself, man. Yeah, man, you used to sort that out, boy, Chris. I don't know. Every hang up, boy, there's always something going on. And obviously, I'm EJ Boxing Live. All right, we're gonna go from start from one end to the other, and we're gonna get everyone's opinion. Read in the comment section, you're listening, so you can leave your comments. We'll comment on that, and then we have a round robin debate. Then we talk about upcoming fights. So it should be good hang up. All right, so we're gonna start with Natty, cause I know Natty's dying to get out. Cause we and Natty talking. Natty, tell the people your case. Put your case forward. Hey, everyone needs to mute themselves, by the way, and no one interrupt the person talking. And so that's how we're gonna do it. Yeah, go ahead, Natty.
Full disclaimer: I picked Danny Garcia to win this fight, in a close fight until the end came by knockout in about the 8th round. That did not happen. What I did see happen, though, was I saw Lamont Peterson boxing or moving very beautifully, you know what I'm saying, for the first 7 rounds, but he was not letting his hands go. He was not countering effectively. He was not even though he was making Danny Garcia miss, he was not making him pay. I mean, he was throwing that jab out there. The jab was relatively effective. You know what I mean? However, it wasn't always landing. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, it was more than half the time it was used to keep Danny Garcia off balance, more than to injure him or to hurt him or to set up any power shots. You know what I mean? And that was my problem with Lamont Peterson for the first 7 rounds. He allowed Danny Garcia to win those rounds because he showed me in the second half of the fight that he could have got him out of there at any given time. You know what I mean? He could have controlled this fight as soon as he wanted to. So to be blaming judges and things of that nature for Lamont Peterson losing the fight is completely ridiculous to me. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Peterson lost this fight on his own. You know what I mean? He was in that ring thinking he was Willie Pep. You know what I mean? Believing the myth that Willie Pep winning rounds without, you know what I'm saying, landing any punches and things of that nature. And that's not how it worked out. The more effective shots through the first 7 rounds, in my opinion, was landed by Danny Garcia. Yes, he had to work hard for them, but he was the one landing them. He was the one making the fight. Now, at round 8, that's when Lamont Peterson decided like he wanted to dominate. You know what I mean? That's when he decided that he wanted to get on the inside, you know what I'm saying, counter off his jab, land right hands off his jab, land those devastating hooks to the head and to the body, jab up and downstairs. That's when the jab became authoritative, you know what I'm saying? Before that, he wasn't doing that. He was moving. He was moving beautifully. I love that. I'm a fan of the boxer. You know what I'm saying? I love pure boxers. That's my favorite kind of style of boxing. You know what I'm saying? But however, the pure boxer has to land effective punches off of making his opponent miss. Hitting the opponent and not getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Making him miss and making him pay. That's the name of the game. And Danny Garcia Lamont Peterson was only doing half of that. You know what I mean? I only was able to give Lamont, I believe, 4 rounds for the entire fight. I'm not gonna argue with you if you give him 5, but to me, Danny, the right man, won the fight. You know what I mean? There's no controversy here. You know what I mean? And the people love to use this robbery word a little too loosely, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Everything is not a robbery, especially when we're talking about close fights here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to win. You know what I mean? And to me, Lamont Peterson is the one who made the fight closer than it has to be. That's just my opinion. I'm done.
Nice for Natty. Great. Well, that's the first one. That opens it up nicely, boy. Puts things in perspective. Blackbird Shaw, Natty. All right, so we're going to move along the line. Michael from Pound Box Report. Go ahead, man. Make your case, bro.
Okay, first of all, when I first watched the bout, I thought that based on the strong finish from Peterson, he edged it out. I had him on my initial scorecard. I had him initially winning by 2 points. But in watching it again for a second time, earlier this morning, I switched it around, gave the fight to Garcia by 2 rounds. Close fight, in my opinion. To Natty's point, the problem with Peterson was while he was moving, and I'm with Natty, I like boxers too, that's why I initially gave it to Peterson. First time watching it live, Peterson, he was moving, he was making Garcia miss, but he wasn't making Garcia pay enough, particularly through the first 7 rounds. From round 8 on, I thought he dominated the fight. He really took the fight to Danny Garcia. And he exposed to me the fact that when you force Danny Garcia to fight backwards, Garcia is not as effective. And he should have done that from jump instead of moving around so much. Or he should have changed tactics earlier on in the fight instead of waiting until the last third of the fight. He would have done that. He could have not only won, I think he maybe could have stopped him because much like the Herrera bout, towards the end, Garcia, he started to fade. He started to get tired. But at the end of the day, I initially had Peterson win, but after watching it a second time, I had Garcia winning in a close bout, in my opinion.
Okay, man. Well, that's Michael from Pound Boxing Report giving his take. Let's have the boxing encyclopedia, Boxing Beats and Rams. Go ahead, bro.